Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV. I've got some exciting news to talk about, some Star Citizen updates, some news, Star Citizen news, and some channel updates that I'm really super excited about, some stuff that I can't wait to get back into doing, and we're going to talk all about that on today's episode. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Coming to you live, straight out of Stanton. The only radio show you need in the verse. Star Citizen news, lore talk, and live callers. This is Cobra TV. And now, hidden deep in a bunker on Hurston, walls covered in plans to blow up Loreville. Your host with the most, Cobra.
Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about very first, is that gameplay videos on this channel is going to increase. I'm going to start uploading a heck of a lot more gameplay videos. Some of the raw gameplay, some of the heavily edited gameplay that you guys have come to expect here. And some more Twitch clips of exciting things that we're doing over there on Twitch. So that way, the things that shouldn't be missed aren't missed. You know, they're not missed here. So I look to get into recording some of that stuff. Plus, if you have an amazing story in the verse, I would love to hear about it. If you're new to Star Citizen and you're thinking about getting it, ask these guys in the comment section, what do they think about Star Citizen? Is it worth getting into and stuff like that? So we're going to talk about a whole lot of things today, right? So not only is gameplay videos going to increase in the amount the amount of times a week I upload those gameplay videos, but I'm also going to be bringing back something I used to do a while back, and that is a live show, a live podcast, a radio show is what I like to call it, internet radio on YouTube. I don't know, so stupid, but I'm bringing that back. I did quit a long time ago. It's been, 4 months since I did a live show? And I used to do them once a week. Like the YouTube banner says, every Friday there is a live podcast. So we're going to be getting back into that. And what I did before I came across Star Citizen is I covered ambitious games that were in development. I interviewed quite a few developers of games that you probably played. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to build a community around Star Citizen. I have decided, we've got a whole lot of people in our org. We've got an amazing Discord with a lot of people who are veteran players of Star Citizen who love to reach out to new players. And that's one thing I've noticed, is that we got a lot of new players in our org, a lot of new people that are just now buying the game and getting into it. But we'll talk about more of that at the end of this episode and what the future plans are and how they're going to work. But we are going to start. One of the things that I do need to talk about is the new upcoming Friday show that we're going to be doing that surrounds Star Citizen, its news, its topics. Now, let me be frank here. There is nothing I could tell any of you that you don't already know. So that is one thing that I want to make very clear. This is to create a conversation around what's going on in the Star Citizen news, about its ongoing development, the things that we're looking forward to be added, the news that they're coming out with every week. So we're going to be just creating a conversation around some of that stuff. So, like I said, there's nothing I can say, or no news that I could break that you don't already know. So what are we going to be talking about next Friday? We could take a look at this week in Star Citizen, where these are some of the topics that we will be talking about on that live show. Right now, we got the ship showdown. Phase 1, it's come to an end. It says here, today we're amazed by all the fantastic submissions we've seen come through. You gave us screenshots, videos, 3D printed models, Lego miniatures, music, and in the process, our 16 finalists for Phase 2. Folks, you are breathtaking. If you haven't checked out the masterpieces of creativity, take a look now. I'm in there. I got the rap song. And Vega's in there. She's got a machinima that she did. Now, people have sent me some pretty mean messages about my rap song. Not the fact that it stinks, because it was supposed to stink, but a lot of people sent me some really bad things. I guess I shouldn't use the word a lot. Enough to where it kind of bothered me, right? So I want to take that opportunity real quick to kind of address some of those people who said some of those things. I myself, I don't necessarily like rap. I'm more of a metal dude. I like death metal. I like classic rock, blues. You know, I like the guitar in the hand, you know? But I think it's funny when somebody like me, who is a fish out of water doing a rap, in a video game, I think that's kind of funny, kind of comical. Somebody who should not be rapping is rapping, and that was the joke behind it. And you know, it's just meant to be a little funny thing. And I did mess up in that video. I turned the intro volume down, and it accidentally was on the same line as that rap song, so it turned that rap down really low in that video, and so it got messed up pretty bad. But one of my favorite fictional characters is Michael Scott, and when he's accidentally funny, cringy funny, things like that. So that's the kind of comedy that I'm into. So somebody like Michael Scott did a rap, right? And it was embarrassing. And that's what the whole point is with my rap. It was embarrassing, but it was entered into the ship show. And it got some good votes, but it didn't make it because I didn't get it in there in time. But Vega, she did a machinima too. I'm not sure if that was one of the ones that got picked. I did see the Valkyrie is one of the top 16 ships. So I'm going to have to look into that a little bit further. But it goes on to say, speaking of art, we launched our Star Citizen cosplay contest. That's right. A cosplay contest, you guys, last week, and we're ready to see what you could do. There are prizes to win and eternal glory for the best submissions. So fire up your sewing machine and heat up the glue gun. We're going to be taking a look at that here in a second. Now let's see what's going on this week. So here's some of the topics we will be talking about. On Tuesday, you'll learn everything about the weapon manufacturer, Max Ox, and our narrative team's latest portfolio. On Wednesday, so I can't wait to see that. Yeah, Wednesday, we hope you're in the mood for action as Ship Showdown Phase 2 kicks off with daily head-to-head battles. It's entirely up to you which community darling carries on in the contest, so be sure to check out the Ship Showdown 2950 page daily. We won't stop until a champion is crowned. Similar to last year, we've got some prizes we're working on in the Final Four champion more soon. And that is going to be, I think they talk about it here on Friday. There's going to be a Twitch stream. Also kicking off with Phase 2, the Ship Showdown Free Fly. That's right. All 16 ships nominated by you will be flyable for free from September 9th through the 23rd. 2 weeks, for 2 weeks, I guess. Stay tuned for more information. Now, I think this is a free fly event for everybody. They did say, and I got some clarification here from Vixen, because I was a little bit confused that there was going to be a free fly. So I asked, is the free fly tomorrow for non-citizens, or is it only for us citizens to fly certain ships? And she said that it was not made very clear. It does say we're also getting ready for an epic 2-week free fly event, which includes the top 16 ships as selected you. That's a typo that they did on their site. The fact that it specifies includes the top 16 could mean that it is a free fly event for new accounts also. Yeah, it wasn't clear, but I really think that it is a free fly event for everybody. So if you're thinking about getting Star Citizen, this is it. Get in there and try out the game and see if it's something you like. And if you do try it out, it could be confusing once you first start. Man, join the Discord. Get in there with some of the guys and start asking questions. They will beg you to get into the game, and they will show you around, help you do some missions. They will show you what to do. They're very helpful, very good group of people. So let's see, September, 2 weeks. Okay, also on Wednesday, subscribers can also look forward to their monthly comlink, providing all the important information about the month ahead and the subscriber newsletter delivered to their inboxes. So lots of good information there. Probably this Thursday, Inside Star Citizen is back with updates about the Origin 100 series and the front-end rework coming in Alpha 3.11. On Friday, Star Citizen Live welcomes Ship Showdown live on the Twitch channel. I will be tuning in for this. I am off that day too, so I will be, getting my popcorn and watching this, where we will review and probably argue the top 16. We'll update this comlink with the airtime soon, so keep your eyes open. Last but not least, you'll see a roadmap update and roundup and update to the Star Citizen Vault and the RSI newsletter delivered to your inbox. So those are some of the topics, but not all the topics that we will be covering this Friday. Hopefully this will be really, really awesome news there. But then they made a tweet here. The Ship Showdown free fly starts tomorrow. Get ready to take to the skies in the most beloved ships the verse has chosen by you, the Star Citizen community. Then when you click on that link there, it shows you more details about the Ship Showdown. So it says, every year we challenge the community to crown the best ship in the verse in Ship Showdown, and this year is off to an epic start. So far, we've seen screenshots, videos, Lego miniatures, original songs. Hi. But mine didn't make it. Clay sculptures and much more as you campaigned for your favorite ships. Now, the phase 1 of the competition has come to a close. We've landed on 16 ships, moving on to phase 2 of the competition in head-to-head bracket-style ship madness. And of course, it wouldn't be a battle of the Titans if we didn't make the prizes worthwhile. The top 4 ships in the tournament will have some fun in-game goodies and prizes made especially for them later this year, while the ultimate winner will get a special prize in recognition of being the Ultimate Ship Showdown champion. Take the top 16 ships for a spin with the live showdown free fly. As we move through the next phase of the competition, we're also getting ready for an epic 2-week free fly event, which includes the top 16 ships as selected you. If you aren't immediately able to pick between a matchup, take them both out for yourself and do a bit of research. Similar to last year, all the ships in the top 16 will be available on the Pledge store. But take note, limited ships will no longer be available once they have been eliminated from the tournament. So you got a very small window there. If you see a ship that you like and it's finally available to pledge for, get it. Get it. Just don't waste any time. Go ahead and get it, because if it's eliminated, it's gone. Lastly, we've got some extra surprises coming, ranging from discounted starter packs, a referral bonus that lands you a free P-52 Merlin, and more. But for now, let's get to this year's top 16. So without further ado, here's the top 16 ships. So here's the ships. So if you see one on here that you've been looking for, nab it quick. Aegis Avenger Titan. We got the Eclipse, the Gladius, Reclaimer, Carrack, the Hammerhead, Valkyrie. That one's on my list. The Valkyrie's on my list. Defender, Caterpillar, Cutlass Black, Prowler, Prospector, Razor, the Reliant Core, 890 Jump, and the Constellation Andromeda. So those are the top 16 ships. And let's see, set your alarms and calendar reminders to swing by the Ship Showdown page tomorrow to vote for your fave in the first round. Voting opens at 9 a.m. So remember, Thursday, they're also going to be doing a live stream. So we're going to be checking into that as well. Moving on to the virtual Star Citizen contest. So we're not having a Citizen Con this year, but they're still going to do the cosplay. Even though the pandemic put a wrench in our Citizen Con plans this year, we're still able to celebrate our wonderful Star Citizen cosplay community in style with a virtual cosplay contest. So how's it different from last year? Well, we're not going to be able to do the stage walk, sadly. We'll be collecting pictures and videos of your cosplays like any other creative contests we've done, and we'll be judging them each individually. We'll then announce the winners here on Spectrum. Submit your creation to the submissions thread here by October 31st, just in time for Halloween. You're welcome to include as many images and videos as necessary to best display your cosplay, but we do ask that you have at least one good hero shot photo so that we can effectively show off your cosplay. Please also include a 1 or 2 sentence description of your cosplay. Our lovely panel of CIG judges are looking forward to seeing what beautiful pieces of the verse you bring to life. Prizes here are as follows. So the first prize is the Origin 600i with LTI, and you get a Spectrum badge. The second place is a Constellation Phoenix, which is one of my favorite ships. And the third is a Anvil Hurricane. All these come with a Spectrum badge. And honorable mentions get a rock, a Grey Cat rock. Lastly, we do know many of you were hoping to take a stage at CitizenCon this October. Just so you know, we fully plan on having a live cosplay contest at the next CitizenCon. So if you want to take your time on your costumes and prepare for the in-person show, you've got time. And then they go ahead and list some of the rules here. And here's some examples. Right here. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. That's pretty awesome. Really, really super awesome. Look at that. That's some pretty awesome stuff. So, how many of you guys are going to enter that cosplay? How many of you have cosplays that you never thought about entering? And then we got the roadmap. So we're going to go over the roadmap here. So let's see. It says notable changes for September 4th, 2020. A series of environmental cards have been added to 3.11 column. These changes will improve the look of planets overall. So this is really exciting. Repainting existing planets and moons. Utilizing the new planetary painting tools, we've gone through all planets and moons in the Stanton system and repainted the ground surfaces and objects presets. This also future-proofs ourselves and allows us to take advantage of new tech in legacy locations. Updated ground textures, updating and expanding our current terrain texture library by adding scanned data. That is awesome. Updated geology on a per object basis. We are now able to support HW tessellation displacement on geology distributed across terrain to give it a more organic appearance. This is something I cannot wait to see in 3.11. I really can't wait to see some examples of that. Additionally, 2 more cards have been added to the 3.11. So force reactions using the physics system. Visible reactions are systematically triggered for players and NPCs when punched, shot, and caught in explosions. Actors are made to lean when experiencing strong winds or G-forces of an accelerating ship. Do you realize how funny that's going to be when you have passengers on your ship? How many people are just going to do barrel rolls, and if you're not sitting down in a seatbelt, are you going to go flying around? Can you kill somebody like that? With extreme shifts in wind and ship velocity knocking actors down. Player and external inventory. This card has been added to the roadmap and polishing. Visually manage food, drink, mined rocks, and harvested items stored in your personal inventory, moving them between your backpack and suit pockets and any external storage devices such as cargo access on certain vehicles. That sounds interesting. I'm not looking forward to another menu. You know what I mean? Like, one of the things I love about Star Citizen is that there's hardly any menus, and if there is menus, it's like integrated into the game. Like, you walk up to an actual terminal and you access the terminal, so it's almost like you're there and you're pushing buttons. I know it's still a menu, but it's immersed into the game. So I've thought about the inventory system and how that's going to be. Is that going to be like a DayZ inventory system? I have seen pictures of it, and it kind of looks like it. So I don't know I guess it's maybe one of those unavoidable things that you have to have in video games. So we'll have to see how that works. If that's what's needed, that's what's needed. First-person combat improvements and polishing. We've decided that this card should be released alongside additional updates to FPS AI support expected to come in a coming update. As we work to determine where that additional work will fall on our schedule, this card has been removed from the roadmap for the time being. The Law System V2 surrender. In our final review, we decided the current version of this card only made minor improvements to the existing system, and the feature overall would benefit from having a more complete experience. This card has been removed to the Alpha 3.12 column to allow for further iteration and improvements to be made on the system. We needed additional support to complete higher priority features like body dragging, force reactions, and certain high priority bug fixes. As a result of these shifts, the following two cards will not make the cutoff for Alpha 3.11 and will need to be shifted to the Alpha 3.12 column. Server to client actor networking rework, and death animation improvements. That's all for this week. And so we will, like I said, let's go ahead and get into some of the things that we're going to be doing on Friday. So we will be doing something similar to this, but more of a podcast. We will be taking live callers. This will be taking place on Twitch. I cannot multi-stream as they made me partner around Twitch, so I can no longer dual stream to both YouTube and Twitch. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to live stream on Twitch on Friday at 5 o'clock. It'll be a 2-hour show where we will talk about some subjects, and then we're going to take live callers. So you'll be able to call in via Discord. I will drag you into a specific room that if you have a topic that you'd like to bring up, you can message me in a DM. That way I can see, or we'll figure it out how you can get the messages to me. It's going to be something that's going to organically or dynamically change. But that's going to take place this Friday, 5 o'clock. And I'm super excited to get back into do it. We used to do it every single Friday. But what I found was it was important for me in the beginning, once I found Star Citizen, and I really wanted to get the message out there that this game was fun, and there was so much negativity, so much criticism is not negativity, don't get me wrong, but there were so many things out there that were false that were being said about Star Citizen, and so many people that didn't really know what it was automatically just thought, hey, this is a scam, or this is not. This is just a vaporware, or it's a tech demo. So I took the time and decided I'm not going to do a podcast right now. I'm not going to cover the development of the game right now, because what I want to do is I want to show people what it's like to play the game who don't own it. How much fun can you have? What can you do in it? So I showed examples by simply playing the game and gameplay videos for people. So that way you could see what it's like from somebody who's not a journalist. And even though there's somebody out there that thinks I work for CIG, I don't work for CIG. It'd be awesome to work for CIG, and if I did, I'd tell you. So CIG, if you need anybody, I'm your man. Come on. But no, all jokes aside, I wanted to show people what the game was like being played. What's it look like in its alpha state? And I do talk about bugs. Just people who accuse me of not talking about the bugs don't watch the things, or haven't watched the things that I've created or published that do talk about the bugs. I digress. Let me get off of that topic. So Friday live show on Twitch. If you don't have a Twitch account and you don't want to go over to Twitch, you're not going to miss what happens on the live show, because I'm going to take the entirety of it, clean it up a little bit, and then I'm going to post it here on YouTube for you guys to listen to. I have a very odd Like the way I search for videos on YouTube is very odd. I listen to more than I watch whatever is on YouTube. So I like to find channels that have a lot of dialogue, even if it's gameplay. If they have a lot of dialogue, I like to subscribe and follow certain channels, because a lot of the times I listen to these instead of watch these. And I work a lot, so I usually put my phone in my pocket and I put headphones in and I listen to podcasts. So I usually don't click on things that aren't at least 30 minutes long, and 30 minutes long is a little too short for me. I like a nice hour-long podcast to listen to. And that's sort of what I want to try and provide for people who also like to listen to long podcasts, long talks, dialogue around something that they're interested in, the Star Citizen topic. So that's what the goal of this live show is going to be, for people who like to simply listen and not necessarily need something to watch on the screen, because it is going to be just dialogue pretty much this Friday show. I just did a long form explanation of podcast, didn't I? I didn't mean to do that. I really did not mean to do that. But anyways, that's the plan. Also, there will be peppered here and there development updates of Star Citizen when there is really, really awesome news to talk about. And I also am reluctant to kind of get involved. There's so many people doing it, right? And they're all great. Board Gamer, he's wonderful. Great. I love Board Gamer. I subscribe to Board Gamer. There's also people that I listen to that are a little vocal about what they do not like about Star Citizen, that I also subscribe to, because I feel like criticism is important around a game that's in development, because if it's all good all the time, then there really isn't a voice out there to say, hey, this needs improved. I don't think this is good. You didn't do a good job here. So I think it's important, and I do listen to some of those. I just don't listen to the toxic ones. Since there is so many people that are uploading, I'm not trying to infringe on trying to say that I have something better to say. I have something more important to say. It is more of me saying, I've got this community here. I want to create a conversation about this chunk of news. Let's talk about it, guys. And that's all it is. It's not, I got brand new news that nobody else has, right? Again, there's nothing I could tell you guys that you don't already know. So this is a fan channel, Star Citizen. This is a community of Star Citizen. And I'm happy to have been accepted, even though I came in so late. But to my defense, I did back it in 2015. Yeah, I know, and I didn't play it, but I did back it in 2015. I just I didn't get involved until last year. It's been a year. It's been a year. I wonder, let me check here real quick. I want to see if it's actually, well, I'll check later, and I'll post a tweet about it. But I think it's been an entire year since I started playing Star Citizen, because it was September of last year. And if it's not a year, it's getting pretty daggone close to being a year. Anyways, thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with me. Remember, there's going to be more gameplay videos, more than what you've come to expect. And I'm putting more gameplay videos on here because there's going to be a lot more stuff getting uploaded. And I don't want people to think that I'm stopping the gameplay videos. I'm going to actually do it more to prove that the gameplay videos are going to not only stay, but increase, because we're going to be adding little development update chunks. We're going to be putting the podcast up here. It is going to be live on Twitch, uploaded to YouTube, so that way you have something to listen to while you're cruising around in a verse. So a lot of exciting things, lots of exciting things that I'm excited about, right? I'm excited about getting back into some of this stuff. So thank you so much for spending time with me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. As always, may the verse be with you. And until next time.